A creative approach to teaching in the core subjects. What is creativity? Fisher says that it is so broad a single definition is difficult to achieve. However, Gardner and Robinson have penned their own definitions. Robinson mentions how new outcomes emerge from imaginative processes, whereas Gardner draws on problem solving. Problem solving is a crucial skill to develop in children, and this definition therefore suggests that a creative approach to teaching is highly beneficial. Noticing this, Ofsted stated that the schools who were most likely to succeed were those where the curriculum was taught in a flexible manner. This flexible manner is supportive of Fogarty's integrated curriculum concept. Fogarty created a range of models that can be applied in schools to support an integrated curriculum. One of these, the webbed approach, is taking a single topic and connecting different aspects of the curriculum to that one topic, creating a web of learning, encouraging children to make connections. Fogarty described this method as if looking through a telescope. What were originally individual subjects have now come together in a constellation of web learning. Susan Isaacs explains how teaching broadly and open like this allows children to explore ideas, gaining insight and letting their understanding flourish. Savage and Folty say using models such as this encourages children to make authentic connections in their learning. Oliver suggests that encouraging children to make connections in their own learning promotes creativity as they have to delve into a deeper understanding of what they are learning. Using the webbed model, I have decided to use the topic of seasons and weather to show how the national curriculum, as well as problem solving and cognitive skills, can be developed through cross-curricular teaching. Here is a selection of the many ideas that can be used to teach seasons and weather to a Year 1 class, preferably in autumn as the scenery around them dramatically changes. It includes a range of activities from creating a weather report to testing materials against weather, as well as creating repeated patterns and noticing season changes. Let's explore some of these further. A science activity could be about the changes that occur throughout the seasons. The children can discuss pictures of how a tree changes through the seasons, preferably a local tree that they are familiar with. You can then go outside and let them investigate other changes they notice happens in autumn or winter. Ideas can be recorded using clipboards. An example of an English activity can be writing calligrams in autumn-inspired shapes such as leaves or trees. A walk outside prior to this can incite inspiration for descriptive words and phrases. One example for a maths activity is having a weekly group project of measuring rainfall. Modelled by the teacher, each group will have a table that they fill in weekly. They will also be encouraged to compare each week's rainfall to demonstrate mathematical language of more or less whilst learning about capacity. A problem-solving task could be to measure which material protects us best from a range of weathers. Using water, fans and ice, the children can test out a range of materials to conclude which one works the best. Craft supports the use of problem-solving activities as they encourage children to think imaginatively. There are opportunities to investigate in detail, a skill that they will always need. All of these activities involve problem-solving, communication or thinking skills, which I will discuss further. Hargreaves explains how, although teaching a single topic this way can cause great in-depth learning, it can easily become confused and ineffective if taught without careful planning, which has considered how the national curriculum and progression fit into what they are learning. This approach to teaching also allows children to work in a range of groups, something which Vygotsky valued as important. His zone of proximal development explains how children can advance their knowledge and skills by working collaboratively with peers as they can help each other. This works especially well in mixed ability groups, which the activities mentioned earlier allow for. It is also a great opportunity for children to develop their communication skills. Kerry suggests that using a creative approach creates learning which is contextualized. Children are discovering new information about things that occur in their lives, such as with the seasons and weather topic. Kremen explains how this then develops transferable skills such as critical reflection and effective communication as the children reflect, discuss and evaluate their learning. Blanchard explains how the best assessment comes from activities that encourage creative thinking as children are fully engaged. He suggested that teachers should be looking for what the children are finding out, exploring, rehearsing, making and presenting. Assessing these will reveal a child's level of understanding and how well they are using their cognitive, communicative and problem-solving skills. To summarise, the webbed model allows for creative and engaging teaching and learning for all the core subjects. Cognitive, communication and problem-solving skills can all be developed this way, and meaningful assessment reveals a child's understanding. Thank you.